Hello and welcome to Round 2 Front 9 for the 2022 Michigan Professional State Championships presented by Discraft. I'm your TD and commentary, Brian Frawley, Papa Wolf. With me is...
Gill. How's it going, Brian?
It's going great. I'm excited to be here. It's great to have you back on the card for some experience. And we're going to get right into our top 10. As we see your names there with number 3, also another Nick joining us here in a second. And shout out to one of the nicest guys out there, tied in 6th with another really nice guy, Sam Smeagol and Matt Clark. Great to see them up on the leaderboard.
Yeah, leaderboard's looking good.
Andrew Marwede's currently our leader at -12, or tied, I should say. He's from Alpena, Michigan.
Next up, Luke Taylor, also at 12 under par. He's feeling good, ready to play.
Love that attitude. Oh, look, there's you, Grand Rapids local. You are currently tied with 3rd, and looking great with that stash.
Next up, Nick Wasyl. He shot a nice round yesterday. He's looking to play good again and see if he can keep that good score going.
All right, Paragon brings us this hole. This is hole 15. Again, we're starting on 15, not 1, because it just access from the parking lot. And 15 is a late dogleg right where you don't want to come up too early, or your approach putt there is going to be quite a challenge. A little bit of a slight headwind. Our starter, Richard Engelman, here.
Leading us off from Alpena, Michigan, Andrew Marwede.
Love this shirt by Andy.
It's my favorite of the Andrew Marwede collection.
It's a good one. Matches the shoes nicely. Going super overstable here with the forehand.
Yeah, that puts him much closer than he was yesterday. That's got to feel great.
Yeah, he knew. He knew on the hand. The backhand from Luke.
I believe he went forehand yesterday.
I think so. He's going meteor today.
That's going to settle down, but that was a common theme for the backhands, according to Richard.
From Grand Rapids, Nick Gill.
Going force here. Just going to hang it out wide and try to land it inside the circle.
How many forces do you bag?
It's the only high speed I carry, so...
Ooh, great
I think
landing.
At least 4.
Nice.
Brewer Park.
And last up, from Lansing, Nick Wasyl.
Nick's a lefty here, so he's gonna look to get close on this one.
Yeah, it's going to be great to see a couple different lines here.
I think the lefty can play it a little bit lower than the forehand.
Correct.
Try to get good ground play.
Yeah, that long grass there did look like it slowed him down a little bit on the skip. Luke with a real safe bid that almost goes in, right?
He was not coming up short. Nick, maybe 40 feet.
Yeah, nothing in his way. Ooh, just a little short. Still going to be able to par. Always got to get a par in the first hole. Andrew with a great drive in that 12 to 15 foot range. Makes it look even less because he's tall.
Yep, gonna tap that one out.
That's great.
Andy's tap ends are about 15.
Right.
15 feet.
Yeah. Luke finishes up his par. Still haven't seen you. That's a good feeling.
No, I think I got this one right under the basket there.
Yeah. There you go. It's kind of a stripped down beat here. For those of you that don't know, in Michigan, the state championships are bid out, the pro state championships. So this is Wolfpack's first year running the event. This is rather stripped down beat here. They hope to add a lot next year. This is a par 3, hole 16, 356 feet uphill. A little bit of a challenge sometimes when you get back out into this opening with wind coming left to right most likely. The miss is, as you said in round 1, the turnover to the right. You see that happen more often, right?
Yeah, the guys are just kind of looking to get out of the gap and find a way into the circle, whether you go forehand or backhand. Andy going with a nice forehand here. Kept it nice and low.
Wow. That's like touching the pole.
It's perfect. Nice correction from round 1.
Yep, and here we go. You're using your Raptor again, your Big Z.
Yep, same one from round one. Lost it as soon as I threw it because I overturned it just a bit, so I didn't see where it finished. And when I walked up, I saw it was only 27 feet, so super pumped.
Yeah, that's got to feel good.
Luke goes Athena here. A little high, so it's going to skip kind of outside the circle maybe, circle's edge.
All right, and now we have the lefty backhand. Nick's got great hyzer on it. Hopefully he's going to shoot right up by the bucket. That's
Great
got to
shot.
feel good, yeah.
Nick's got a lot of power. He had no problem pushing that straight to flat, pretty much hyzer the whole way.
There you go. That's great, too. Back to back. That's got to feel good to start.
That's a good putt to start the round. Definitely feeling good about that one.
Luke just misses that one. There you go.
Easy birdie for Nick.
Yep.
He was probably about 20 feet.
And you can see we got a few more people watching today. This will be Saturday's round. Beautiful late October day. And from a TD's perspective, was just really happy there was no snow all weekend.
Yeah, so today was like a little bit warmer than yesterday even. And, I mean, feeling great.
And here we go with hole number 17. This is a beautiful hole. A little bit of an uphill to start, a little bit of a downhill to finish. We got OB the whole way on the left side with that road on or over. And this tree line to our right does act as a little bit of a blockade. You got to find the right gap to get through them if you finish to the right of them. And that basket is well inside of circle one of that road. So got to be careful on your approach. Have a little bit of fun with it though as well.
Yeah, those two trees in the middle of the fairway are in the landing zone, so they can definitely get in your way a little bit.
Speaking of landing zone, Andrew finds his way behind one of them who has a slight block, but knowing him, I think he'll be okay. You're going with a force here?
Yeah, this one's a little flippier. I'm just looking to get some good distance on it and push it to the right. And I went way right.
Boom.
Came
Great
back.
distance though.
Yeah, that one worked out.
All right, we've got a straight left on this one, lefty. Up and over the road.
So we couldn't tell from the tee what was going on here, so good to
Oh, and it just misses hitting that road for the skip.
see. So he was pretty close to being safe. I actually wasn't sure because he was way down there, so hard to see what his disc was actually going to finish. Luke just rips the height and hyzer
Boom.
right in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah.
Way down there.
Way down. So Nick's going to have to go back where his disc was out of bounds.
Yeah. He didn't get very far off the tee pad, his line of play. He's trying to get a little aggressive here, and he unfortunately rips this one OB as well.
That does happen. I had it happen to me a few times at the Memorial this year.
From about the same spot.
A little bit safer line over the road the whole way. Let it hyzer out into the open. We're going to have Andrew next, I believe. Yep. He's going to have a low forehand approach.
Yeah, he throws that Great Lakes Disc Tour Series Raptor very, very well. It's interesting, his play on the tee for this hole. He doesn't get too aggressive and doesn't try to push it too far right. Just tries to stay in bounds and then throw his routine shot that he knows every single time is going to kind of put him in position.
Yeah. We see you approach with your zone again. I think Luke's going to do that same thing.
Yeah, he's so far down the fairway.
Oh! Wow. From hitting the basket to me worrying about OB. That was interesting.
Yeah, if you watch round one's coverage, he kind of flirts with the OB. So we were kind of giving him a little bit of a hard time. It was just kind of his thing on this hole, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's got to keep it interesting, right?
Right.
Andy outside circle 2
He's running this one.
all day. Ooh. Still a lot of fun to watch. You're right on that circle's edge, aren't you?
I think just inside.
Yes, nice. Look at you.
Yeah, it's good to get this one on the low basket, and it's a good start.
Nick's trying to clean up after the unfortunate OBs and leaves that one short.
Yeah, Nick just kind of wants off this hole, ready to move on to the next one.
Yeah, hopefully he can reset and settle in. Andrew gets his par. And Luke way above the basket because of the slope of the road right there.
Yeah, this is actually kind of a touchy little putt here.
Yeah, puts great hyzer on it though.
Yeah,
Gets
no-
tons of chains.
Straight to the bottom.
Yeah. Our fourth hole is hole 18, sponsored by Wolfpack Disc and Discraft. It's a 786-foot par 4 with interesting OB because this bush right here, the big thing on your left, and the next one are OB islands, along with the road all the way down the left side of the fairway, and this walking path deep that pinches the basket into a peninsula area in which Circle 2 gets dangerously close to those OBs on both sides. It's a fun one to watch players attack. I love watching players' second shot choices. I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, you want to crush this one about as far as you can, straight and to the left. Left side of the fairway is going to get you your best second shot.
In day one, you pushed a really deep force and ended up OB in the second bush, and I see you land and land right in between. Did you plan that?
Yeah, well short of the second bush today.
Yeah,
I was not messing with that, especially after my start.
Yeah. Luke does a great high placement shot, follows your vapor trails, as Philo would say, into that nice open area. A lot of options over there. We're going to see Andrew try to do the same thing.
You'll see this light blue disc a lot today from Andy.
And Andy turns his over. He's going to be in the thick stuff right of the fairway. That's going to be a really interesting second shot.
Always interesting to see what lefty throws on this hole.
For sure.
Looks like he came up a little short off the tee, but he's going to rip another big hyzer.
Yup, and it does play downhill from here. So hopefully he goes right at the bucket. Oh no! He hits the tree on the left side, can't come back in, so he's going to be out of bounds. Andrew's looking a little bit of a challenge over here. Rips a big flat disc. It's coming over. Oh, and hits that OB and gets the unfortunate skip. And then you have a rock roll. Get back in. Ah, man, I thought he did it. That would have been crazy. Do you have a Raptor here?
Yeah, I'm going Raptor. I got far enough off the tee. Just trying to hang it over the corner of the OB there.
And you settle in nice. Look at that. Great, Nick. You got to be feeling it right now.
It's a good spot to be.
Luke's going to go with the backhand approach. Avoid the OB, hopefully, completely. Yeah, a little R2 spin.
Very good,
Back of the
very good.
bucket. All right, so this is where Nick was marked out of bounds. He's thrown at the bucket, and that's got to settle. That's got to settle, okay.
Yeah, I think Nick was a little excited at the start of the round here, but I think he's going to fall into place here shortly.
That's a fun run right there. Scared the basket for sure. Not the most conventional way to par the hole, but Andrew does it nonetheless. And that gives Luke back-to-back birdies. All right, Nick finishes up this hole. And other Nick also is about to finish up this hole. And that puts us currently at a three-way tie for first place. That's exciting.
Yeah, I don't like to look at the scores very much when I'm playing the course. So I know it's close. I know what's going on, but I definitely don't pay attention to what the other cards are doing.
Nice.
I like to compete with my card mates, but definitely just trying to do my thing on the course.
Be in the moment.
Yeah, be in the moment.
That's great.
Enjoy the perfect scenery, and playing disc golf on October 29, 30.
Yeah, in short sleeves.
Short sleeves.
Yeah. Hole 1 is a 274-foot downhill with OB on the left. We saw Nick throw a zone there, right about circle's edge, just inside. I think that Luke's throwing the Captain Raptor here.
Yeah. He's got that
Oh!
orange one.
Man, he loves dancing on that sidewalk.
Oh, man. I did it the first round. I think it was his turn, I guess, but he'll be all right. He's in range. Andy making sure he stayed away from that OB.
Wants that birdie.
Circle. Yep. Nick looking to get back on track here.
And ooh, that's tough.
Yeah, you do want to push it close to that tree.
Gets up there, but knocking his par.
Let's have the circle look.
Ooh.
Just a little short. Great putt from Luke. Took his meter in there.
Got himself a turkey. Andrew gets back on the birdie train as well. And the law firm of Nick and Nick are going to tap in for their pars. There we go. Bring us on to hole 2. Really picturesque par 3 with these beautiful old oak trees. 312 feet. Slight uphill off the start and then a slight downhill about 2/3 of the way through. You're going to want to avoid these guardian trees the best you can, which really adds a little bit of difficulty as well.
This is a great birdie hole, especially, we're kind of, this is our 6th hole, so it's when you're looking to you're settled into your round, kind of want to throw something, little flippy to straight here. Andy, I think he went Raptor, that Great Lakes disc one.
Boom.
Perfect.
Love to see it. That's a Z Swirl Raptor, one of our LE discs here at Great Lakes Discs.
Going zone.
ESP full.
This is just an ESP zone,
Yep.
super beat up, so it definitely likes to hold the Anheuser. Be about circle 2, maybe 50 feet. Slow down just a
Ooh,
little
thank you,
bit.
tree.
Yep, good branch. Will be 20 feet.
Luke got hung up about 2/3 of the way down. Settles it in nicely. That should be a pretty easy par.
I had to go straddle that one tree in the way there.
He said, don't worry about it, though. I
That was-
practiced those, too.
That was great. Feeling really good after that putt.
Yeah, a little bit of a slow walk up there, too. You did like it. You felt good. I usually like to run mine down because they happen so infrequently. I just get so excited. There we go. Andrew's feeling it now.
Very routine tapping birdie
Yeah.
for him.
Back to back, he feels comfortable. Luke taps in his par.
Going into hole 3, 382 feet. Most of the guys are going to go forehand here. Luke might show us a backhand.
Eric Thwaites was your spotter on this hole all weekend. Shout out to him for volunteering. Shout out to Great Lakes Discs for sponsoring the hole.
Yeah, the spotters were great. They were there for us, especially on this one and the next one and the one after.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5. Just tons of leaves.
Yeah.
Need a second set of eyes. Andrew goes wide again on hole 3. Finds that beautiful gap and settles there. Right on that leaf blown circles 1 area.
Yeah, he was telling me, he's like, I just like to land it by circle 2 and get that ground play to the basket, which definitely works with the slope going right to the basket.
You're going more straight at it.
Yep, I take the straight play with a Raptor, and little correction from yesterday where I threw it a little softer. Like watching Nick throw on this one. See that backhand play?
Ooh, get sneaky.
Just a little hung up.
Looks like you fell out on the far side of it, at least, as far as you're looking from the tee pad towards the basket. You should have a line. Luke going forehand. That was smooth, but it looked like he
Didn't like it out of the hand.
rolled his wrist just a bit or pushed it a little hard.
Yeah, I think he crushed it.
And that looked like it ended up getting close to circle one.
Yeah, the leaves are down, so you can kind of get through on the backside there.
Nick did have a little bit of a line. Knocks it underneath the bucket for a tap and par. And Luke can see the bucket.
Yeah, he's probably 50 feet.
Oh! Wow.
Just over the top.
What a great push to be able to get to that putt, at least.
Andy, circle's edge.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he switched to that step putt. I think this was the moment where he switched to that circle's edge step putt for maybe the future. I know round one he was actually standing still a little bit.
Well, it's great to see Andrew having a little turkey there. Yourself getting back on 2 in a row.
Yeah, this is a good hole to get. I mean, it's 382 feet, and you have to hit a gap, and you don't necessarily need to get lucky by the basket, but you don't want to be coming in too fast.
For sure. Which brings... Great Lakes Disc, located in Grand Rapids, Michigan, is a fully stocked retail disc golf store that fulfills all of your disc golf needs. We carry all of the major manufacturers, accessories, and offer player and event sponsorship, along with tournament payout assistance. To learn more about Great Lakes Disc, visit greatlakesdisc.com. Which brings us on to one of the more signature holes in the course. Thanks Mitten Bags for sponsoring this. It's a 795-foot candy cane, or V hole, if you will. You're going to head all the way down this fairway. You'll notice the yellow sign on your left on the big old oak. You got to get all the way around that and then start fighting back up the hill and continuing your turn to hit the second fairway, if you will, where you're headed back downhill slightly towards the basket, weaving in and out of all these trees, trying to not lose a disc under the leaves. All the fun and challenge that a true par 5 should bring you.
Well done.
I'll tell you, I've 5'd this once from the longs, and I'm very proud of myself. All right.
Andy goes high speed here. He's looking to push it around that corner. It's pretty aggressive.
Get a big flare. Look at all the leaves that were
That's great.
raked away
That's
from those
great.
volunteers. It's beautiful.
Going big Z Raptor. This is my little straighter one. Like to get it flat, have it turn over just a little bit.
Boom. Right into the drop zone area.
That's where I want to be.
Yeah. It's right where you should be. This has got to be a challenge for left-handed players.
Yeah, I actually saw a couple of guys go backhand roller off the tee.
Oh, that makes a lot of
Some
sense. Yeah.
lefties. Nick puts it right into the little leaf pile there, but he's got a pretty good look. I think Luke goes high speed here too. Really trying to push it around the corner, getting a little early. But
Okay.
he's in the spot.
He's flat, too.
Yeah,
He's not up
yeah.
the hill too far.
Yep, he's in the spot. Alright.
Nick with a placement forehand here.
Cool camera work. He's right
Boom.
there. And that's good.
Yeah.
And
He
if
pushed. He
you're-
cut a lot of feet off.
I'm getting aggressive here. I'm going Zeus. It's awesome to be able to see this one finish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at Adam running down there to take a look for it. What a play.
Yeah, all the way down there by the tree.
Wow.
It's feeling great. And I I think I heard him, caught my voice on the coverage there. Well, we'll find out, you know, because you're not going to see it.
Oh,
live,
no.
Like, not even close. So, Andy getting in a good spot.
Yeah, those are two real good shots. Both.
To finally Luke's drive.
Bam.
He knew he was getting aggressive.
Yeah.
And he's down there. I mean, as far as results for those four shots, that's great.
Yep.
I mean, Nick's probably 250-ish out.
Yep. Hoping to
Looks like
settle
good.
inside a circle one there.
Might have hit a tree. Kick to the left. You see how close Andy is. Just a little routine chip shot here.
Running it. Ooh, just a little high.
It's fun to get aggressive on this one if you're down there. You definitely don't want to come up short on your third shot if you have the chance. Nick giving it a bid.
And Luke's probably edge of circle two, a little deeper maybe.
Yeah, and this is great. Like, if you're right there, you're trying to be aggressive, and you hear him. He wants it.
Now look at you. Straddle putt in the middle of circle two. Oh!
Yeah.
But guess what? You're like 15 feet for birdie.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I was definitely, I think that's the closest I've been in maybe 50 times playing this course.
Do you throw the Zeus any other time in this tournament?
No,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, it was great. It was
That's the only time.
it was
I
a
set
1-for-1
up that,
perfect.
Flippy Zeus.
Yeah.
Just to try to get the shot all the way down there.
It's great. It's a way to know your discs. Boom. Great birdie.
Yeah, the tapping birdie still feels good.
Oh, it's got to feel great.
Gonna walk away, wanting that elusive eagle, but it's all good.
All right, and the final hole of our round 2 front 9 is hole 5, par 4, 667 feet. It is uphill slightly the whole way with a real low canopy, so you want to push as hard as you can, get up there, avoid some stumps, and hopefully find yourself with a great second shot. Thanks to Duff Fitness for sponsoring this hole, and let's see how the players attack it.
Yeah, gotta push it up the fairway on this one. That low ceiling on the second can be a little tricky. Looks like this one's pushing nicely.
Ooh, a little bit of a flare.
Yeah, it hits the tree at the end, but he got some good distance off the tee.
You going force?
Yep, I'm going with the same force I threw in the first round. Just telling it to get over the stump I did round 1. Oh, made the spotter move.
Yeah, shout out to, I believe that was Brandon Deal out there helping.
This hole sets up well for Luke. He's gonna rip a nuke, I'm pretty sure, about
Ooh,
just all the way up past
wow.
the trees.
That is great distance. When you turn the cameraman around and the spotter has to run another 50 feet, that's a great shot. Next going with a turnover. Eyes are out, finding the tree, but he should have a look at it.
Yeah, he'll be in position. I think he's up there past the short tee a little ways. Oh, it's actually a pretty good spot for a lefty.
Settle, nice.
Sets up very well for him. Andy with the routine forehand.
Again, with the way that this hole finishes, it's actually nice to be able to have it kind of slope uphill on the forehand approach for a right-handed player.
Yeah, he actually skipped up there and didn't get the ground play, I was thinking. This one comes out a little straight out of my hand. Pushes up there right by Andy's.
You just wanted to hang out with him for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just saw his disc and I had to try to hit it, I guess.
Standstill approach, almost a throwing attempt.
Super routine for
Yeah.
Luke.
No, I wasn't.
That's the bonus when you can push your drive that far up there.
Ooh, that's a little bit of a challenging downhill putt from where your feet are.
Yeah, wanted to get that one. Andy circles edge, just inside.
He's got it.
Well done, made the correction.
Ooh.
Just off the cage. Tap in his par. Luke for birdie.
That gets him to 17 under. You're going to tap in your par and go to 17 under as well. Andrew's at 19 under, and Nick is at neg 7. This was round 2, front 9 of the Michigan Discraft Pro State Championships. You're watching coverage on Crew 42. Remember to like and subscribe. And as always, thank you to the sponsors of the event and the sponsors of this channel. If you want to support this channel, visit our Patreon page so you can see all those fun names pop up. Boom, some of the people you see playing in this event and sponsoring this event.
That's a good crowd.
Yeah, sponsor the beautiful Patreon as well. We'll be back for round 2 back 9 here in a second. Thanks, Nick, for being with us again.
Thanks for having me, Brian. Excited to do this back 9 coverage. And